you what you want to give. You will need tip money for any drivers, like if you're at port and you go on an excursion and you have like a taxi driver or a bus driver. Also any tour guides or different people that help you with the excursions, you're going to want to tip those people. Another reason to bring cash is a lot of people, it's pretty customary to tip your room attendant and your wait staff for dinners. And you might be asking, why do I have to tip when I'm already charged gratuities? From what I understand, it is a very large cruise ship. I'm sorry, our ship is not a large cruise ship. We actually have one of the smaller cruise ships in the fleet. However, there's a large staff that is running the ship behind the scenes. You have engineers, you have the entertainers, you have people that are doing your laundry, you have people that are, the chefs in the kitchen and the sous chefs and everybody who helps with dinner. I mean, there's a large crew. I believe there's 900 crew members on the ship that we will be taking. So your gratuities really goes towards all those people. So you really should tip your wait staff and your room attendant. Now, some people like to tip the room attendant ahead of time. They'll bring a note card and write a little note of whatever special needs that they may have. They may need like ice brought to the room every day, or, if they have certain things that they, that they may need, kind of above and beyond, they go ahead and write this in and they just tip up front. Douglas and I usually tip at the end of the cruise. And we do it per person, not per couple. Also, for the wait staff, Douglas likes to use these little envelopes because he can put them in his palm and just kind of palm the tip to the wait staff. Just because we're not really sure exactly who we're going to tip that night. Typically, you have a head waiter, a drink waiter, and then like an assistant waiter. And if we've had the same people all week, we'll usually tip at least the head waiter and the assistant waiter. Sometimes we'll tip, the head waiter and the drink waiter, and sometimes we'll tip the assistant waiter. Really just depends. Now, if you have assigned dining, you usually see the same waiters over and over. Our last cruise, we had anytime dining, and you don't typically have the same wait staff with anytime dining, but we requested our waiter because he was so great to us the first night. He was excellent, so we just asked to sit in his section the whole time, so of course we tipped him. So that's a little trick right there. Bartenders. Now, with the bartenders, I usually just sign a receipt, and that'll get charged to the card, your sign and sell card. Like I said, you'll have that folio number on here, and so like for the bartenders, they're going to need to see your card. So let's just say you're sitting in the hot tub and you're getting a cocktail. I usually tip pretty well on that first drink. Then I know those bartenders are going to come back to me first instead of going to everybody else because they know that I tip well. So I do that because I like fast service. Now, not everybody tips the bartenders, but I think it's a good idea. Let's see. Oh, coins. I always bring quarters because they have laundry mats on the ship, and I like to dry our clothes. If we've gone swimming and we have wet clothes, like wet bathing suits, I hate packing wet clothes, so I'll go up and dry, and it's $3 to wash, $3 to dry. So I'll at least dry our clothes just to pack them. If I have time, I'll do the full laundry cycle. I'll wash and then I'll dry. So that's a little tip. Bring some quarters for the laundry. Again, while you're at port, you want to bring small bills. They usually do accept and prefer American dollars. Only one time did we have a problem where we were kind of really deep into the city and we wanted to go to a convenience store to buy waters, and they wouldn't take American dollars, so we had to find an ATM and get some local currency. But if you really stay with your group and stay with the tour guides, then they take you every place that accepts American dollars. And that was in Progresso. We did not have that same problem in Cozumel. Everybody in Cozumel took our American dollars. So So bring some small bills for when you're out there. You'll usually want to buy a souvenir. Now, I like to buy small souvenirs so it's easy to pack. Our little tradition is buying a souvenir, a Christmas ornament, so that we can remember our trips. It's easy to pack. We hang it on our Christmas tree, and then we'll always remember the trip. Now, this one actually came from my cousin's wedding. It wasn't from a cruise, but my cousin just got married in Gulf Shore, so we picked this up for our Christmas tree this year. I also personally like to buy visors. I'm not really a hat person, but on our trip to Key West, I mean, I was burning up, and this visor saved me because it allowed me, I didn't have a hairband with me, it allowed me to pull my hair back and kind of wear it up and just kind of shade me from the sun. I love buying these and with the port name on it, so like Cozumel, Key West, wherever we've been, I try to buy a visor. I also like them because they're easy to pack because I can just put them on my purse strap or my luggage strap. I don't really have to pack it, it can just hang. So that's what I like to buy. And these are usually fairly cheap at port, so this is typically what I buy as a souvenir, but you know, buy whatever you want. Believe we've covered pretty much everything on the list. If you have any questions, please contact me and I'll try to give you an answer as quickly as possible. Also, if you're a more experienced cruiser, please leave any tips or tricks in the comments below to help all the guests. We're very excited for the wedding. We can't wait to see you guys next.